The critics for this challenge are James Oslin, Editor-in-Chief of Saveur magazine, Ruth Reichel, former Editor-in-Chief of Gourmet magazine and author of Garlic and Sapphires, and Gail Green, who's been a critic for more than 40 years and whose reviews can be read online at insatiablecritic.com. So here's your last elimination challenge. We want you to create a 3-course meal of a lifetime. The first course should be inspired by your first food memory. The next course will be the experience that made you decide to become a chef. And the third, you'll find out after this knife pull. Floyd, you can select first.
It says James. I guess I have you.
That's right.
Mary Sue?
Ruth, you're stuck with me. I don't think that's a bad thing.
And Tracy?
It's gotta be me. That's great. Excellent.
Your third dish will be the critic's choice. They also have a memory. The moment that really opened their eyes and got them passionate about food. James?
I would be honored if you would make a classic Indonesian dish called rendang for me.
I'm looking forward to doing that. A rendang is normally beef cooked in coconut milk and spices, and I understand spice. I'm like, phew, you know, I got lucky.
Ruth?
One of my truly great food memories was lemon souffle, the most magical dish I thought I had ever tasted.
Fabulous.
Gail?
Well, it was in Vienne, France, and it was fried duck. It was just extraordinary.
I'm very comfortable with French food. It's how I was trained, so I feel like this is a really good one for me.
You'll serve your meal to 12 guests right here in the dining room tomorrow night. You'll have 8 hours to shop and prep. Aside from Whole Foods, you can go to any other specialty store to choose your ingredients. To help you in your final challenge, we've invited an extra pair of hands for you.
In walks Dai, my chef de cuisine, and I am so happy to see him. Now I know that I can do the kind of food I want to do.
I'm good. So excited.
Tracy, who are you standing with?
This is my chef, Morgan, who runs Jardiniere every day.
Mary Sue?
This is Jaime Covarrubias, and he has been working with us since you were 16?
16 years old.
Wow. So, Floyd, who's standing with you?
So I have Ty Coates. He's been with me for 9 years. A really, really good guy, hardworking. On his application, my sous chef wrote, this guy might be a keeper, and he was.
Tracy, Mary Sue, Floyd, please take your sous chefs and your critics into the kitchen to find out more about their stories.
It was my honeymoon. We sat down in this restaurant feeling very young and not quite fitting in. And then came this duck, served with a béarnaise sauce.
Well, duck's my absolute favorite thing to cook, so I'm so excited about this.
This is kismet.
My parents took me to Paris when I was about 10. I had never seen a souffle before, so it was like this magic food. It's like almost a living thing. And then I thought, I want more of this.
When I was 19 years old, I made my first trip to Southeast Asia. This one dish really transformed everything that I thought food could be. It was so full of spice, layers of flavor, really. It blew my mind.
A rendang is a reverse braise dish.
From your gut. It's not a dish that you cook from your mind. It's a dish that you cook from your soul, from your gut.
You can't force rendang, so you have to do it slow.
Please bring on the heat. I mean, at least for me. I can tolerate heat like up to here.
And it was lightly breaded, very fine crumbs, and full of that snappy mustard flavor. I didn't know how did they cook it. It was served with a béarnaise sauce.
Duck with a sauce béarnaise is, I think, a little bit unusual. I've never seen that done. It's a bit of a puzzle. Pleasure.
Bonne chance.
Merci, merci. À demain.
Thank you. I'll see you.
See you guys tomorrow, then.
Yeah, definitely.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The experience that made me want to become a chef, I have a really clear picture of it. My sister invited me to Chicago. I was 16 years old. She said, let's go out to dinner, and my friend's having a dinner party. Greg Duda, who was my mentor and who inspired me to become a chef, he made a little shrimp cocktail in literally nanoseconds. He just started chopping things, and he was doing all this stuff, and I ended up working with him on and off over the years. Sadly, he just passed away a year ago at 54. That was very hard for me. So this dish is in honor of him. That's what I want to do. I want to be a chef.
I remember this meal that I had when I was 16. It was when I was trying to decide whether I was going to, go to college or what I was going to do. And it was at Zola in San Francisco. It was this little tiny, beautiful room rather than the old stodgy French restaurants of the 70s. And I had quail salad that was particularly memorable. That's what I'm basing my dish on tomorrow. It was one of those wow experiences.
It was on that trip when I had the steamed bass in the car. I was 12 or 13 and my father loved food and he decided he wanted to take me out for a business lunch in Bombay. They made this incredibly flavorful whitefish. This would really put me into that place of wanting to cook that. There were multiple forks and knives on the table, and I had to look at my dad and follow his actions because I didn't know which one to use. But that's when I realized that dining could be a whole ceremony, and I'll never forget it.
So, should we get a list of ingredients together?
Yeah.
Let's try these guys.
I'm wondering if you guys carry duck.
Let's get in the car and just go.
We have until 10 o'clock tonight to prep our meal, but the catch is we have to go shopping for the ingredients we want. Do you have oxtails by any chance?
There's another gourmet store right by it, too, so if we can't get the oxtail there, maybe we can call there right after.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
I'm going to McCall's because I think it has the best duck that's available to me.
So ducks, duck legs, quails.
So let's head out.
What if we should do oxtail and short rib? Do both. So we go to the farmer's market and I buy oxtail because I think it's very important for me to show doing different styles of rendang. Can I get some oxtails, please? Yeah. I have to be refined because there are two other chefs who are really good at what they do. That's close to the bone without breaking the fillet. To compete against them, it has to show the guts that I'm willing to take a chance.
What kind of lobster do you have?
I got these two there, and then I should have one back frozen if you don't mind it being frozen.
I don't find the lobster that I need. I want to go all the way to the fish market, which is the other side of town. I'll probably lose an hour of traffic. Maybe we should just stick with these and just forget the lobster. The shrimp look gorgeous, so I decide, okay, I'll do the same idea, but I'll do it with shrimp.
Thank you.
All right. How many duck legs do you have? I'm getting two different kinds of duck. One is a moulard, it's a French breed of large duck, and the other is a Peking-style duck. I'm hedging my bets. I have these two different duck preparations, and I think, well, why not just put both of them on the plate? I think that'll do it.
Okay, here we are. I'm a Los Angeles native. It's a pretty rainy day, and I know the traffic is going to be horrendous.
Ooh, it never rains in California.
So instead of going to different markets, we get our groceries from Whole Foods and rush into the Lexus RX, and we head back to the kitchen to start cooking.
It's on Melrose. We're here.
This LA traffic is driving me bonkers. I can't deal with it. All the dishes I'm making today need several specialty ingredients.
Want to see if they have basmati?
I need to go to different stores to get what I want. We spend more time in the car than shopping. I don't think we're going to have enough time.
There's always no fresh thing here.
Okay. I'm sure my comrades probably wiped them out.
Wow, I guess we're the first ones back. Unbelievable.
That's a good feeling.
Yes. We've lost so much time in travel, in the traffic, in the rain, and, that gives us a disadvantage, which we don't like having.
All right, Morgan, this is my world right here. I get back to the Top Chef Master's kitchen. I'm a little bit stressed because I'm still not totally sure what my dishes are going to be. I need to have a good foundation by the end of this prep day. Okay, let's get both those ducks in right away.
What time we got right now?
6:15. I am beginning to get worried because we are not going to have enough time to braise the meat.
Where'd Floyd go? I don't know where he went.
This traffic sucks. We're making the same puree for both.
Yeah.
Didn't you say everything has to be cooled down and put away?
Yeah.
This traffic sucks.
Traffic was horrible.
Horrible.
Where'd Floyd go?
I don't know where he went.
I'm thinking Floyd's going to walk in any time, and time's passing, he's still not back, and I'm concerned about him. Like, is he really going to shoot himself in the foot today by not getting enough prep time in the kitchen?
3.5 hours. Should we skip the chicken stock? You just put it on. Just make some veg stock. You just put it on. You can use it tomorrow.
Like that, I think is perfect. For my first course, I'm going to be making a steak tartare. I should have probably gotten all that kind. My mom comes from a really German family, and steak tartare is a Christmas Eve kind of special thing. So as a kid, I couldn't wait for Christmas to come so I could eat that. I think that's rather perfect.
Floyd.
Very soon. I hate your city.
I'm sorry, I hate the traffic too.
We finally get into the kitchen with 3 hours left on the clock, and I am really concerned right now because for the rendang to be perfect, I need about 3.5 to 4 hours uninterrupted, and I'm going to have to interrupt it halfway. Now we're running to just catch up. First thing I do is I get the oxtail and the short ribs on right away. The next thing I do is open the fish.
Oh, man.
The fillet's all broken up, there's scales on it. It's a total mess.
What's that? Gosh, don't let the guy fillet the fish.
We have to start trimming it down.
That's the guy to fillet my fish. Look what he did.
Oi.
I am annoyed that the butchers did such a poor job because we have a lot to do and we don't have enough time.
That's a crime.
I've realized that it's not my day.
That is really funny. For the second course, which is the dish that inspired me to become a chef, I decided to make 2 shrimp appetizers that express my mentor and Greg Duda's exuberance with food.
Boiling food.